Taylor Kinney. I play Lieutenant Kelly Severide on Chicago Fire. Favorite moment or scene? I remember when we first started the beginning of season 3 and just a physical one day that we were all outside, we were all together when Cruz was driving and the truck crashed into Welch's truck company. And just that day and everyone together, it was hot and there was a bunch of tension there, and that day really sticks out. It was really long, and we had a great time filming it. And then just what they did in post with it, I remember watching it because I didn't get to see the actual crash itself. Like, we showed up on set that day, and both vehicles were in their respective positions, and so we didn't get to see it. And once I saw it cut together, it just made it that much more special. I think it turned out really, really great. I guess the big storyline, one of the big changes, was the death of Shay. So it was his roommate for a lot of years, his best friend, confidant, and coworker. So dealing with that, and then I don't think you never get over something like a death of a loved one or close friend. I think you learn to live with it more so than get past it. So there's still pieces there, but I think the big thing with Severide right now in this season is trying to move past, past grieves. I don't know in terms of resolve. I know there's, the tension between Casey and Severide, myself and Jesse Spencer's character. That's kind of an ever evolving storyline. And I think one of the big things is Monica Raymond and Casey's character and the potential for a pregnancy and new member on our team. And that's kind of a big storyline of what we pick up with in season 4, following their relationship and what comes to be regarding a potential pregnancy for someone working as a firefighter. The cast and crew. It's been 4 years, and I still have these. They're like pinch me moments where you're just. I remember when in 2012. I think it was March 2012 when we did the pilot. We came back, and I remember walking down Michigan Avenue. I live fairly close, and as an actor, I've been working since 2005 or 6, and this is the longest time I've ever been a part of anything. It's just not very common, and so I think in your heart of hearts, and you'd like to be a part of something successful, but it's just really rare. And I remember walking down the street and thinking, good gosh, I could be here for years. And it was a bit daunting. It's like 4 years later, and it came true. So it's one of those, it's just really special. I feel really, really grateful and humbled to be a part of it. And again, such a great cast, such a great crew. Everybody enjoys coming here. No one considers it work, except maybe in winter, when it's 20 below. But it really is. We lucked out, and we kind of struck gold. I think that's, thanks to Dick Wolf as well. I'm not in the writers' rooms, but they always keep it interesting. And Brian White is an actor. He stepped in and he fills a pretty significant role in the house, and just on and off camera, that guy, hats off. He's a great person, great actor, and look forward to telling stories with him. And Stephen McQueen, I worked with him on Vampire Diaries a number of years ago, maybe like 5 years ago now. And so getting to see him evolve as an actor, and he was a great kid then. He's great now. So I look forward to seeing what he brings to the table as well. So it's welcome, new blood, fresh blood. Well, I touched on it earlier. Rice, my good friend who I vouched for, I found out that he was lying, and it served as the catalyst for where he is now, which was not working here. I had to fire him, and I think that it was the right thing to do, but I had stuck up for him so long in the process of him proving his mettle that when it turns out that he's wrong, I look bad. And I think, Bodnick sees it, the other guys see it, Casey's able to point a finger There was a huge divide with Otis, Cruz, all the guys on truck, because I'm going to stand up for my guys, until they prove that they're wrong. And when they did, it's kind of, I think that tension will still exist, where there's a bit of, I told you so, and me just being stubborn as a lieutenant on squad, and excuse me, and taking taking my guys for their word.